How's it going, everyone? This is Charles from Mercy Less Lethal. I just want to talk about the magazine extensions for the Byrna HD. So I do have my order in for these. They're going to be shipping probably Wednesday, Thursday next week. So if it's live, it's up at the website. You guys can start ordering now if you want, and I'll have them out as soon as I can. So basically, this is the one that I've had installed. I've been using it. This is 4 brand new magazines. I've tried them with the larger diameter spring magazines and the smaller diameter spring magazines. The only difference that I see in the magazines is the diameter of the spring. Everything else seems to be identical. So basically, I'm going to walk through how your magazine has to be modified in order to put this on. And basically, I'm going to take it off here and put it on another one so you guys can kind of recreate that yourselves. So start with taking all the rounds out of it. And basically what has to happen in order to use this, because you're not going to have the bottom cap, the bottom piece that slides off anymore. So what you have to do is you actually have to make it so the plunger will come out of the top. See, you guys just saw me take that out of the top. That's not normally how that happens. So, and this is just you can see it's tight, it's on there really good. I made the groove in this specific to the size of the magazine, so it's a good tight slip fit. So there's that. There's that. So if you guys aren't familiar with this little piece right here, these come with your magazines, and what they do is it pushes those pieces in and allows you to slide this cap off the end. So if you see, you just push this in, and that'll allow you to new mag's just kind of tight. So that'll allow you to slide this piece off. Just be careful because you got spring tension here. If you don't have your thumb over this, that piece is obviously going to go flying. So there's that. There's your spring. And your 2 plungers, which is really interesting. Okay, that's not supposed to happen. You should not have 2 plungers in there. It's kind of a blooper. Thanks, Byrna, if you ever actually see this. So if you look, this is my plunger that I've modified to work with the adapter. This is an original plunger that has not been modified, and you can see the difference here is this tab right here. And what that tab does is it keeps the plunger from coming up further than this. Now, I know what people are going to ask, you know, once I modify this, is the plunger going to come out through the top, get stuck in my launcher? I can tell you I've been prototyping and demoing and using these magazine extensions for months now. I've shot hundreds and hundreds of rounds with it, and I've never had it come out unless I was intentionally pushing this down with my thumb and taking it out the top. So, could it happen? Sure. Is it likely? No. So, basically, that tab, you can just take a pair of fingernail clippers or whatever you have around the house. You can take a file. What I did with mine is I clipped it with fingernail clippers, and I took a nail file and just filed it smooth. So we take the plunger without the tab on it and the spring. The only difference, the old spring was a larger diameter, and it went around that ring. And you can see 2 small diameter springs. All the plungers still have that ring, so they haven't changed the plunger at all. All they did was gave you a smaller diameter spring that fits inside the hole rather than outside the hole. Obviously the bore of the magazine had to stay the same because the size of the rounds had to stay the same. And if you see, it's just kind of sloppy in there. And then they didn't make any changes to this bottom piece to retain the bottom of that smaller spring or anything, so it just kind of floats in there. So what we're gonna do, we just take the, let me empty my hands here. We just take the magazine, just slides in, push it all the way forward, and put the spring into the plunger. Push it in. So once it's in, it stays in. If you pull this down with no rounds in there or not holding it, this will pop out. So that's basically all there is to it. So right now you can see the indicator is up, telling you there's a round in the chamber. And I've got 7 rounds here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, for a total of 8 rounds. They don't fall out, they don't do anything funny, and that's all there is to it, really. Thanks for watching.